Okay, so I started recording this video in this square box. You can see the black either side of me. I did that wrong. There's only a couple of clips that are like that, so I'm gonna click my fingers at one point and it's gonna turn back to normal, so don't worry, don't panic. It's all gonna be fine. I haven't made a serious video in a while, so if you don't like it getting real up in here, like up there and in that corner as well, then leave. But leave a like first, just in case. You know, if you'd watched it, you probably would have liked it anyway, so, you know. So this video is in response to Jack Howard's YouTube discussion continued, and he did a video prior to that as well, but his second video sort of explains what that was about. So if you haven't seen that yet, just click here and watch it, and then come back here. Okay, do come back, because I've got things to say. Good. Right, let's continue. So I did actually make notes on this topic of discussion. I'm not just coming in and rambling on. I've thought about it, okay? So basically, Jack Howard was talking about how on YouTube people aren't being creative enough, I think, and that there's a lot of content out there that's just sort of generic and repetitive, and that he doesn't like that. He thinks people should be sort of being more creative, trying to push the boundaries and creating something they feel proud of. That's understandable. Now my point. So we're talking creative, so what does that mean? Let's really challenge our perceptions. What is creativity? What is YouTube? What is hurt? Ouch. So what is YouTube? YouTube. Well, actually. So most of you will know that YouTube is, you know, owned by Google now. It didn't used to be. Google's bought it, and it's a Google thing now. It's a Google thing. So it's part of a company, and a company's purpose is to sort of grow and expand, and that's what YouTube's trying to do. Now YouTube makes most of its money, I believe, from advertising, so they lay adverts on people's channels and people can pay Google money to have their adverts featured. And obviously the more those adverts are seen, the better for the company featuring the adverts on YouTube. So YouTube wants these ad campaigns to be successful, otherwise no one would buy them, and it looks for people who are making regular, quick to make content, because then more ads are seen and YouTube makes more money. Business. Which is probably why the YouTube algorithm favours this sort of content. Now can I just say, this is not YouTube's fault. There's a big difference between YouTube saying, your stuff's creative, so it's rubbish, and there's actually a bigger audience of people watching generic videos, so sorry. All YouTube is saying is, there's a lot more people watching this sort of content, so let's make it more readily available for them. And while we're doing that, we can make some money. I know it more than covers running costs and everything, but you know, YouTube needs to be profit-based, otherwise it wouldn't expand, it wouldn't grow, and you know, it wouldn't be able to be maintained. The good news, however, is that we can still be creative. This is good news. You said it yourself, being creative isn't about wanting to be famous, it's about creating something that you're proud of. The paradox here, of course, is that you want as much feedback as you can get, because you know that helps you grow as a creative person. So you do want an audience, but at the same time, you don't care. But the point is, YouTube doesn't stop you being creative, and it doesn't stop you, you know, getting an audience, because we have got audiences. It's just harder. But being creative has always been hard. Not just on YouTube, this isn't new to YouTube. The film industry, the music industry, any creative pursuit has always been a difficult road. Successful creatives have always, and probably will always be, the minority. But perhaps that's what makes creativity so amazing, so artistic. You know, the effort and time that it takes to make something really artistic, that's what makes it so valuable. So maybe, you know, the effort it takes to find these artistic videos also adds to the value of that. If everything that was on YouTube was artistic and creative, it would become the norm, it would become generic, this generic stuff you're talking about. So it would lose its value. And also, if you're really passionate about being creative, these obstacles shouldn't stop you. In fact, it separates the people who are really, really serious about it and those who, you know, are just trying to see what happens, not really committed to it. And personally, I'd rather be a creative person among millions of generic people than a creative person among millions of other creative people. And at the same time, there's nothing wrong with following the trends and being, you know, doing mainstream stuff if you enjoy doing that. Because obviously people enjoy watching it, and if you like making people happy, then I guess that's one of the ways of doing that. Because that way you're making a higher percentage of people more happy. So there's more happiness, rather than a small percentage of people happy. Point is, you were asking why people in their mid-20s were making videos like 25 reasons school is terrible, and that's probably because their audience are still at school, and if they want to make their audience happy, it's a good way of going about it, I think. Plus also, you've been at school, you've lived through it, so you've got more experience, so you can talk about it. That's another reason if you wanted another. I don't know if you wanted another, but you got one. The point is, if you want to be creative, be creative. If you want to be mainstream, be mainstream. If you want to eat oranges in the shower, eat oranges in the shower. Everything's fine. YouTube just wants to make some money as well while they're at it, so the best way they do that is by going for the more popular videos, which unfortunately are, or not unfortunately, the generic ones. They're only generic because they work. That's all I'm saying. Not sure what I'm doing anymore. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you guys could go on Twitter and sort of tag Jack Howard in this, like put the video up, go at Jack Howard, and send it to him so he watches this, that would be amazing, because I do want him to see this, because I think I've made some alright points. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like. There's a button down there that, you just press it and it does it for you, so you don't need to worry about that. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.